Hello students, I am R. Mukherjee. Students, in my previous video I had already explained the first part of the story of patriotism. And we found that the common perception of patriotism is big sacrifices, like dying for the country in the battlefield, or sacrifices of our freedom fighters. And Naina also had the same perception. But Nanaji said that it is not the battlefield alone which produces patriots. In the battlefield of life too, you will find many martyrs. So he decided to take his grandchildren, Naina and Ajit, to a village called Himapet to show how his son Akash, who was a doctor, sacrificed his life while treating patients during an epidemic. So finally, they reached the village Himapet by train, and a man from the village came with a bullock cart to receive them. And when they reached the home in the village, an elderly man and woman came out greeting Nanaji and fussing over the kids. They spoke in a dialect which Naina and Ajit found difficult to understand. So here, greeting means, wishing, and fussing over means to give too much attention. So they were the old lady and gentleman giving too much attention to the kids, Naina and Ajit. And they spoke in a dialect. Dialect means local language. Which Naina and Ajit found very difficult to understand. So an hour later, after they had their breakfast, Nanaji took them to a huge peepal tree where there was a platform. They sat down and Nanaji started the story. So Nanaji narrated the story, and the main character of the story is Akash, Dr. Akash Roy. Akash was the son of Nanaji. That means maternal uncle of Naina and Ajit. But Nanaji did not disclose this fact till the end of the story. So, Akash went to USA to pursue, master's degree in medical science. He did MBBS in India and got a scholarship to study in USA. But he was not alone. 10 of his friends had also gone for higher studies along with Akash. So here it is said that after he completed his MBBS, he worked hard and won a scholarship to USA. He got his master's degree and decided to come back. Along with him, 10 of his friends had also gone for higher studies to America. They all stayed back, but Akash returned. Now here, what is new in this, because every year thousands of students go to different foreign countries for higher studies. But the most important or significant point is that Akash decided to come back, But first let us understand few words or phrases given here. Now, USA, the full form of USA is United States of America, and MBBS, full form of MBBS is Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery. Okay, this is the bachelor's degree in medical science. So the full form of MBBS is Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery. Now, what is the meaning of scholarship? Scholarship means a grant or payment made to support a student's education. किसी छात्र को के एजुकेशन के लिए जो उसे आर्थिक जो सहायता दी जाती है उसे हम स्कॉलरशिप, हिंदी में छात्रवृत्ति कहते हैं। बट ये दिया जाता है उसके एकेडमिक अचीवमेंट्स पे, कि उसने अच्छा किया है तभी दिया जाता है। अगर वो मेधावी छात्र है तभी स्कॉलरशिप का प्रावधान होता है। तो यहाँ उसके मेहनत पर उसे स्कॉलरशिप मिला था आकाश को, कि वो यूएसए और गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने उसे स्कॉलरशिप प्रोवाइड किया था टू गो एंड स्टडी इन यूएसए, टू डू हिज मास्टर्स डिग्री। Now here I have used a new word, pursue. Pursue means to continue or proceed along a path, or to continue to achieve a target, pursue. And the target was to get master's degree. So he went to USA to pursue his master's degree. So we can say that Akash had gone to USA on scholarship to pursue his master's degree in medical science. Now students, as I said, that nothing new in it, because every year thousands of students go to different foreign countries for higher studies. But the most significant point here is that Akash decided to come back. That is the most significant point. He got his master's degree and decided to come back. Along with him, 10 of his friends had also gone for higher studies to America. They all stayed back, but Akash returned. This is the very important point. So Akash, after completing his master's degree, decided to come back, whereas his friends stayed back in America. So this is the most important point. This is the most important point of the story, because this was something unusual. This was something very extraordinary, because he also he could get a job there. He could also stay back in America, but he decided to come back. But why he decided to come back? That is the question. All of his friends stayed back in America and got a job. But why did he decide to come back? Did he not get a job there? Or the reason was something else? Actually, Akash was aware of the fact that government of India had spent thousands of rupees on his education as a scholarship, and he considered it as debt. So he wanted to repay that debt. But how? But how he could repay it? Was he going to return the money? क्या वो उस पैसे को लौटाना चाहता था? No, that would have been easier for him. He then could stay back in America and could earn a lot of money and could return the money. But then how he was actually going to return the money? That is the question. So here he made it very clear. He made it very clear in this sentence, in this paragraph. My country has spent thousands of rupees in educating me. I have to repay the debt. Now, here the spelling of debt is D-E-B-T, but B is silent. So we will pronounce it as debt, not debt. Okay? So my country, he says that my country has spent thousands of rupees in educating me. I have to repay this debt. The only way, and he found that the only way way I can do it is by serving the people here. So this is the exceptional thinking, and this makes his character, the patriotic character, very clear here. And moreover, he said that moreover, India and its villages need good doctors far more than rich countries like America. So, Akash wanted to repay the debt by serving the people of India. And secondly, he knew that good doctors are needed in the villages and small towns of India rather than in the big cities or big country like America. After returning to India, he joined a government hospital. And this shows Akash's patriotic character, his love for his country, But his father was not very happy with his decision because he wanted him to settle down in America and also wanted him to invite his parents and sisters there. So here it shows that the Akash's father was thinking, in a very selfish way. Now here I would like to give the meaning of some words here. Debt. As I said, it will be pronounced as debt, not debt. So debt, D-E-B-T-B silent, debt means a sum of money that is owed or due. जिसे हिंदी में हम कहेंगे ऋण. So debt means ऋण या कर्ज. And repay the debt of the country. Here repay the debt of the country means to pay back. Repay means to pay back. जो देश का कर्ज है उसे वो पे बैक करना चाहता, चुकाना चाहता था. So he wanted to repay the debt of the country. So Akash wanted to repay the debt by serving. How did he want to repay the debt? The question is very simple. वो कैसे कर्ज को चुकाना चाहता था? It's very clear that Akash wanted to repay the debt by serving the people of India. So, but his father was not very happy and he wanted him to settle down in America. He wanted to settle down like his other friends, They stayed back, they got a job there and they were living very comfortable life there. So, but Akash अपने देश लौटना चाहता था, वो अपने देश लौट रहा था, अपनों के बीच अपने परिवार में लौट रहा था और अपने देशवासियों की सेवा करना चाहता था और कर्ज लौटाना चाहता था. परंतु उसके पिता खुश न थे क्योंकि वो चाहते थे कि आकाश अमेरिका में बस जाए और बहुत सारा धन कमाए और सबको वहाँ बुला ले. यहाँ हम ये तो नहीं कह सकते कि उसके पिता, his father was wrong because most of the parents think that their children should progress in their life. They should earn a lot of money and live a very comfortable life. So there is nothing wrong in that thinking also. But here I can say that his father was little selfish because he was thinking about his own profit and concern and a pleasure. So selfish means concerned chiefly with one's own profit and pleasure. So यहाँ उसके फादर थोड़े सेल्फिश जरूर हो गए थे, बट मैं उन्हें पूरी तरह गलत नहीं मानता क्योंकि आज ज़्यादातर माता पिता यही चाहते हैं कि उनके बच्चे पढ़े लिखें और खूब सारा धन कमाएं और अपने जीवन को एक कंफर्टेबल लाइफ वो जिए. So there is nothing wrong in it. But Akash was thinking differently and he wanted to come back to his country and he wanted to serve the people of this country so that he could repay the debt. So this makes him a great man and patriot. So now here finally what happened that he joined the government hospital and then he was working in the hospital, but soon an epidemic broke out in the nearby villages. So without wasting time, Akash, without wasting time, left for the village and started treating patients there. And he did not inform his parents. So when Nanaji said that he didn't inform us, and he went there and started treating the patients in an epidemic area. So Ajit asked, why? Why did Akash not inform? But the reply came from Naina, as usual. Naina was a very intelligent girl. So what she said, because they would have stopped him. Because they would have stopped him. Naina immediately said that Akash did not inform because he had an apprehension that his parents would, stop him to go there. So he didn't inform. And she also said that in science I have studied that during epidemics, sometimes the doctors who were treating the patients also die. So she said that I know that जब ये एपिडेमिक होता है और डॉक्टर्स मरीज़ों का इलाज करते हैं, उस दौरान डॉक्टर्स की भी मौत हो जाती है. So here Nanaji agreed with Naina again and said, yes, Naina is right. Anyway, a week later, Akash's father got a postcard from him saying that he was busy treating the patients and that the situation was very grim. So after some time, Akash informed. He had sent a postcard. Here, postcard means, in early days, earlier we used to write letters. So we used to write letters on postcard or inland letters. So he wrote a letter. Akash wrote a letter to his father, informing him about his present engagement, and but he did not disclose his whereabouts. He did not disclose his whereabouts. He said that he informed that he was treating patients in an epidemic area, and the situation was very grim. But he did not inform about his location or whereabouts. He did not give the address because he was very much apprehensive. So first of all, let us see learn some words here. What is the meaning of epidemic? Epidemic means sudden spread of an infectious disease affecting a large number of people of an area. एक बड़े क्षेत्र में जो लोग रहते हैं उनको सबको जब कोई एक इन्फेक्शियस डिजीज़ हो जाए तो उसको महामारी हिंदी में कहते हैं, उसको इंग्लिश में एपिडेमिक कहते हैं. बट नाउअडेज यू हैव heard the word pandemic, corona pandemic. So what is the difference between pandemic and epidemic? So you will have to learn the word pan. Here pan is a prefix here. Pan has other meanings also. But here pan is prefix, जिसको हिंदी में आप उपसर्ग कहते हैं. So we can use this word, with another word. So for example, pan-India. If you say pan-India, it means whole of India, all inclusive. So we can say that, for example, we can say UPSC is a pan-India exam, or Doordarshan channel has pan-India reach. So pan-India, when we say pan-India, means it covers all the nook and corner of the country. Okay, so this is the meaning. And here he said that the situation was, here another word, the situation was very grim. So what is the meaning of grim? Let us find out the meaning. Now here grim means unpleasant situation. Here, grim situation was grim means very, very unpleasant, worrying situation, very worrying situation. The situation was not very good, very bad. Okay, so and then but he did not inform his parents that about his whereabouts. So the question is why he didn't inform, because he knew that his father would come and drag him back home, So, but few weeks later, Akash's father received a phone call. He received a phone call and saying that Akash had been admitted in the city hospital in a serious condition. So Akash's parents rushed to the hospital. Akash could barely speak. His mother started sobbing. Here sobbing means crying noisily. जोर से रोना जिसको हम कहते हैं. तो sobbing means crying. So here his father asked, Akash's condition was very bad, he could barely speak. Barely speak means hardly speak. वो बात नहीं कर पा रहा था. And his father asked him, why are you torturing yourself? Here torturing means, causing great physical and mental pain. अपने आप को यहाँ torturing yourself means तुम अपने आप को क्यों सज़ा दे रहे हो, शारीरिक और मानसिक तकलीफ़ क्यों दे रहे हो? And he again compared him with his friends. His father asked him while his mother started sobbing, I can't help it, father, and I can't bear to see people suffer. Now he said that I can't bear to see people suffer. मैं लोगों को सफ़र करते नहीं देख सकता, तकलीफ़ में नहीं देख सकता हूँ. And then his father again compared him with his friends, and he said that your friends are enjoying life in America, earning pots of money, here lots of money, and living in comfort, and look at you here, fighting for your life. So here, Akash knew that he could not convince his father about his actions. So he said that he was satisfied that he was able to save many lives. उसने कई ज़िंदगियां बचाई और उसको इस बात का संतोष था. वो अपने पिता से कहता है कि मैंने कई जीवन बचाए और यही मेरे लिए एक बहुत बड़ा काम है और मैंने ये काम किया, मैं संतुष्ट हूँ. And he asked his father to forgive him for not fulfilling his wishes. And वो अपने पिता से क्षमा मांगता है कि आप मुझे क्षमा कर दें कि मैं आपकी आशाओं को पूरा नहीं कर पाया. But after battling for a month, Akash died. Akash, died in the hospital. And it was a great shock for the villagers. It was a great shock for the villagers. His demise, shocked the villagers. The entire village attended the cremation. Cremation here means disposal of a dead body by burning it. So, चिता पर जब हम किसी को जलाते हैं तो उसको cremation कहा जाता है. That act is called cremate. Cremate is the verb form. Cremation is the noun form. So the villagers wanted to, pay homage. Now, it is a very important word, homage. Homage means to pay great respect and honor to someone. So, किसी को उनके, particularly after, when a person is not there, so we say that we pay homage. For example, we pay homage to Mahatma Gandhi on 2nd October every year. So what we do, we put some flowers on his photo and we pay homage we remember him. सो दैट इज़ कॉल्ड, हिंदी में हम कहते हैं श्रद्धांजलि। तो गांव के जो लोग थे वो अब जो थे वो शॉक में थे, क्योंकि एक बॉन्डिंग हो गया था। आकाश और गांव वालों के बीच एक बॉन्डिंग हो गया था, एक ऐसा रिलेशन डेवलप हो गया था जी कि पूरे गांव के लोग उसको एक रिस्पेक्ट देना चाहते थे, होमेज पे करना चाहते थे। पर ये सिर्फ होमेज उनके आकाश के क्रिमेशन को अटेंड करके या उसके चित्र पर माल्यार्पण या पुष्प अर्पण करके नहीं, होमेज एक ट्रू सेंस में उन्होंने देना चाहते थे। एंड सो दे यू नो व्हाट दे डिड, दे लॉन्च्ड ए ड्राइव टू कलेक्ट डोनेशंस फॉर बिल्डिंग a small hospital in the village. So they not only collected hefty donations, they also built a hospital there. This was a great tribute. Homage also means tribute. So this was a great homage to the Dr. Akash, and his work. So they built a hospital there, and what they did, they did not ask any leader to inaugurate it. They invited the parents of Akash, and his father, Akash's father inaugurated the hospital. So here inaugurate means to start something in a formal way. औपचारिक रूप से किसी को जब हम शुरू करते हैं तो उसको हम हिंदी में कहते हैं उद्घाटन करना। सो उसको इंग्लिश में कहते हैं इनॉग्रेट। ओके, यू लर्न दिस वर्ड्स। सो नाउ हियर आफ्टर नानाजी narrated the story, here what he did, he asked Nana to to see the hospital. He took Naina and Ajit to the hospital, which was very near to that peepal tree. And they stopped in front of the blue board. Naina, please read what is written. Nanaji said, Naina, please read what is written there. So Naina wahan read karti hai what was written there. Akash Memorial Hospital, in memory of Dr. Akash Rai, who saved this village from death. Now children, here is very, very touchy, and Naina, after reading the board, looked at Nanaji, and his eyes were wet. Nanaji की आंखें नम थीं, गीली थीं. Nanaji disclosed the fact that Akash Rai was his son. और यहाँ पर नानाजी एक्चुअली डिस्क्लोज करते हैं कि आकाश राय उन्हीं का बेटा था. एंड नानाजी सेड दैट ही एक्चुअली टॉट मी the true essence of the term service and real meaning of patriotism. He said that as a professor, he said that as a professor of philosophy, I always thought I knew everything about everything. But my son taught me the true essence of the term service and the real meaning of the word patriotism. So यहाँ पर वो कहते हैं कि स्वीकार करते हैं एक्चुअली वो कि मैं गलत था और मेरा बेटा सही था. वो कहते हैं कि दरअसल मैं एक दर्शन शास्त्र का प्रोफेसर होने के नाते मैं सोचता था कि मुझे सब जानकारी है, पर मेरे बेटे ने सेवा और देशभक्ति का पाठ पढ़ाया मुझे और इन शब्दों का सही अर्थ भी बताया. So children, this was the story, and I hope that you understood the story, and please try to answer the questions given in the exercise and the comprehension part. And if you have any difficulty to understand anything, you please contact me. Thank you very much.